sound. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me.
Living high was right in my pocket. I would live in the
Hi everybody! I'm Ken! Fashion parade! And I'm super glad that all those humans have left and I've got all you toys to play with. And boys and girls, look, over on your right hand side, here he comes now, it's Buzz Lightyear!
dumb days don't take much to memorize your life. I feel like I've been hypnotized.
Oh, boys and girls, how good is he? Oh, it's fantastic, but we've been left, all the toys have been left at the beach, ladies and gentlemen. Look, here comes one of our soldiers now on the shoe ski.
Oh, I'm alive. Oh yeah, I'm alive. And if you
Boys and girls, so there's toys scattered everywhere, and I need to bring them all on back to the shore, boys and girls, because I tell you what, we're going to have the most fantastic fashion parade ever, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hang on a minute. Going to be a long show if I don't get this right. And a bit of a rude one, but ladies and gentlemen, here we go, over from the main dock. This, boys and girls, will be a whole lot of our toys, and we've cranked them all up into a pre-built pyramid. Please, make some noise. Give it up for the pre-built pyramid toys.
do what Magic Man do, not what Magic Man say. Now can I please have the attention of the class? Today's assignment.
Oh, the toys! These humans that look after us, they've just scattered all over the place. But hey, guess what? Once I get them all back, we are going to put on the biggest, brightest, most colourful fashion parade you have ever seen. And we come with our overhead 7 toys. Beautiful work from Barbie, Jessie, and Little Bo Peep. Boys and girls, here they come, on the way back. Our pre-builts, woohoo! This is so much fun. Let's bring them all up onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the toys of the pre-built pyramid.
I might not be that perfect son, but y'all be rocking with
And here they are. Let's bring them on up. Let's make a whole lot of noise. Oh, they're so beautiful. Please, big round of applause for Jessie, Little Bo Peep, and Barbie! Woo-hoo! Oh, yeah. Oh, this is going to be the most fantastic, fabulous, spectacular fashion parade you have ever seen, boys and girls.
Ken, no. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how is everybody?
Buzz Lightyear!
No, Ken, I've told you before, we're not here to do a fashion show. We're here to do a ski show. Bonnie's brought us all the way to Canada. We can do some crazy stuff like the Maple Leaf swivel line, the Maple Leaf barefoot line, the Maple Leaf sky ski line, the Maple Leaf, one where they all play hockey instead.
The Maple Leafs?
Yeah. We can do all that stuff, Ken.
Well, if we're going to have a fashion parade, can they, or a water ski show, can they at least all look fantastic? Not that whole bland, samey sort of thing that we get, you know, down there south in America.
Oh, you mean like all the wetsuits? No, we're going to have all different costumes on, Ken. And I think, you know, the act we've been pretending for a while, I think they're set up and ready to go on the dock.
I think they've just left the dock, but this act that we're about to go with, ladies and gentlemen, it's called the Lady Gaga act. And you all know about Lady Gaga. We jam a whole lot of acts together, all into the one, all the different bits of clothes, all into the one act. I created this.
Oh, Ken, you're amazing. You know what? Andy would have absolutely loved this. I know we're Bonnie's toys, but Andy would have loved it.
I never really got to meet Andy. I'm sure he would have been great.
No, yeah, it was strange though. He was always playing with his Woody.
Ooh, I'm sure his mum wouldn't let him play with his Woody, at least not too much in public.
Oh, no. She had the toys of 50 Shades of Grey, and she'd play with them.
They would have shaken things up a little.
Oh, when they were switched on, Ken, they were on fire. She'd crack the whip, and it'd be unbelievable.
All right, before I get myself into any trouble, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cast your eyes to the right. This is the Lady Gaga act. I have myself a jumper. I have myself a pyramid, a doubles act, and out the back a sky skier. Give it up for the Lady Gaga act.
Wow, Ken. Oh, that was amazing.
Just unbelievable, but I'm not finished there. Let's bring in the thing that Brutus fixes. Give it up for our overhead line.
You got someone you think you know well, it turns out a stranger. The minute you turn your back, you did it all by yourself.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, what about a big round of applause from the non-Australians?
Doing quite well, but you...
Hey, but where are they going?
Oh, they'll be back, Ken. Don't worry about them.
Unbelievable. Come on, boys and girls. Here's what we want you to do. And sorry, Florida, if I get you really drunk today, I'd likely to say, ladies and gentlemen, 10,000 times. Please make some noise right now. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the toys. They're so cute. Give it up for the toys of the All-In Act. I give you our premium pyramid, our jumper, and our doubles, ladies and gentlemen. And out the back, our sky skier over on the dock. This is the toys of the All-In Act. Let's bring them up. Please, ladies and gentlemen, they're so beautiful, all these toys. A huge round of applause right now for our overhead line. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm having the best time. This fashion parade is going to be simply amazing, boys and girls.
Ken,
Buzz.
Hey, Ken, I'm over here on the dock, and I've got Mrs. Potato Head over here.
Oh, hi there, Buzz, Mrs. Potato Head.
She wants to go for a ski.
Oh, I don't think that's very wise. Mrs. Potato Head, you fall apart for a gimmick. You know, your arms are so flimsy. Plus, I know you might think you're pretty floaty, all starchy and whatnot, but these judges up here, they'll kind of want you to be wearing a flomo.
Oh, Ken, you want me to change?
Sure.
Hey, Buzz, check in my trunk, see what you can find. Don't get anything that smells. Oh, Buzz, I said the trunk, not the hood, silly.
Oh, Ken, it's okay. She's floaty enough. You hang on nice and tight, Mrs. Potato Head.
Here we go, Mrs. Potato Head. Just remember, don't let go. Oh, no!
Oh, she's lost her arm.
Please help me get my arms back, please.
It's okay, Mrs. Potato Head. Just head on over and see the soldiers. Maybe you can join their army.
Oh, good one, Ken. Join the army. I love it. But that's a lot for Mrs. Potato Head to shoulder the responsibility.
Oh, that is terrific. But hey, Mr. Potato Head, I'm sure he can lend her a hand.
Oh, Ken, you are fantastic. But I tell you what, Ken, there's a whole lot more ski show, not fashion show, to get going on here. I've got my awesome wakeboard ready to go. I can't wait to get out there and have a go, but I'm pretty sure the next act is coming in from the other side.
Well, that means all the toys that are out here beside the lake are all looking the wrong way.
Yes, I
hey,
know.
toys of the world from everywhere. Cast your eyes to the right-hand side because here they come, our two ski jumpers, and they're about to annihilate the flip, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up!
It says, yet I live a
Flippers!
more than the truth.
Woo-hoo!
Well then, Ken, I think it might be my turn to get involved.
Here he comes, boys
To
and girls.
infinity and beyond.
I'm out of breath, but I gotta say, darling, lately I've been walking blind in the dark, never see the sun. You could save me, give a little heat to the heart, respond to run.
Oh, the great Buzz Lightyear! Hey, boys and girls, please give it up for the Ninja Turtle, Leonardo! And over there on the dock, that may be Raffaello! But here they come, 3 sky skiers, boys and girls!
Lights down,
Altitude, this is awesome work! Hey, we're gonna have the best. Oh, I better clean up these toys.
I'm
We
done
don't
with
want
the
them getting in the way.
grab my hand.
We're going to have all sorts of fun out here on the fashion catwalk very shortly. Okay, now he's on his way back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there you go, Florida. Here he comes right now. This is not the great man, the best Australian ever, Mr. Troy Roker. This is Buzz Lightyear.
Born to run. It was love in a minute, God, I admit it. Let's make a break for the dawn.
Let's bring him up, boys and girls.
Baby,
Buzz Lightyear, but here they come. Boys and girls, they're 2 Ninja Turtle sky skiers. Oh yeah.
cheap wine.
Please, a big round of applause for Mr. Buzz Lightyear.
Lights down, heart winds, shake it off.
Oh my goodness. This is just unbelievable. I'm having the best time, but we really haven't gotten to the fashion show. I'm going to need myself a catwalk. You, sir, you look pretty muscular. Oh my good. Yep. Go and find me a cat and teach it to walk. Oh.
Attention! Mrs. Potato Head's arms have gone missing. We need to find them pronto. Attention! Where are Mrs. Potato Head's arms? I'm going to get out into this harbor and search it. Plus, humans might be spotted in the area, so we need everybody to freeze.
Hang on, please. It was quite simple. Freeze. Don't move. Good.
Ken, have you got
She's
everybody in the
frozen.
crowd making sure that they are frozen?
Done that. She's frozen, all right. So, boys and girls, we're going to go out. We're going to search the harbour with our soldier. And here he is, right on the very end of the dock, boys and girls. Let's get him out there. It's time to search, soldier. All right, here he goes.
Hot, 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 hot. We are out searching the harbor. Boys and girls, if you have seen Mrs. Potato Head's arms, please point them out to us. We need to find them.
Down there? They went that way? Tell me when to stop. Tell me when I'm getting warmer.
Ken, have you got the crowd frozen?
No, she was pointing at the direction where I had to go. Just put your arm up, point, don't move.
Ken, I'm going to get to high ground. I'm going to park on the kicker.
You do that. Yeah. Oh, be careful on the kicker. He's way down here. I'm down here, boys and girls. What are you doing, soldier, on the jump?
I am searching for Mrs. Potato Head's arms. Carry on.
Carry on? I'll carry on, all right. Look what he's wearing. He thinks he's a Ninja Turtle now, wearing all green.
Attention! I just want to make sure Dwayne is paying attention.
You paying attention, Graham? This is for you.
About face, present arms.
What, these arms?
I said about face.
My face? I have a beautiful face. I have a face, they say, only a mother could love, so I'm sorry.
Attention, Ken, I'm going to get back into the harbor and find some water to ski on.
All right, enough of this. Soldier, about face. Get out of here. We've got a ski show to do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for the soldier! And now that we've cleared the harbor, here we go, boys and girls. I give you individually styled ballet dancers.
Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Ann, big pop, rag, pop, oh my Raggedy Ann.
What is this? I spent days organising individually styled ballerina outfits for these dancers, and this is just Daddy Daycare's supply of Raggedy Ann dolls. Oh, let's do some water skiing now. Fashion later. I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen, the ballet line.
Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Ann, big pop, rag, pop, oh my Raggedy Ann. Raggedy Ann, you've been cruel to me. Raggedy Ann, you made a fool of me. Raggedy Ann, with your big pop hair. Raggedy Ann, with your raggedy hair. Raggedy Ann, you've been mean to me. Raggedy
Oh, yeah.
Ann, you mean to be. Raggedy Ann, with your big pop pop. Raggedy Ann, with your raggedy.
Okay, won't be long and they'll all come back. They actually look pretty good out there, don't they?
Raggedy Ann,
You put your arm down. I said put your arm up.
big pop, rag, pop, oh my Raggedy Ann. Raggedy Ann, last one more time. Raggedy Ann,
Here they come, boys and girls. Come on, let's make some noise!
Raggedy Ann, give me raggedy love. Raggedy Ann, you've been cruel to me. Raggedy Ann, made a fool of me.
Oh, they're so good, ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
Raggedy Ann, with
now,
raggedy
we've been doing all sorts of training in the toy box, getting ready for this very moment. And all the dance steps, they're all by me. So, I hope they remember. They'll be back really, really soon. But you guys got to remember what to do, toys. When they come around the corner, start making some noise. Oh yeah. Now. Incredible, ladies and gentlemen. There you go, Florida. What happened? Oh! They'll be back in just a jiffy. What's the one thing I forgot?
Once I was 7
What'd you hear
years old,
yesterday?
Mama told
Really?
me, go
You
make
were?
yourself
What was the
something or
game?
you'll be lonely.
I forgot the music. I've got to go get the music ready. Don't worry. You better have your hand up. Thank you.
It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger. Pushing each other to the limits, we were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. Always had that dream. Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Ann, Raggedy Ann, big pop, rag, pop, oh my Raggedy Ann.
no. How about something a little bit more modern?
I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling, so just dance, dance.
No, how about something with a little bit more culture? Hey.
It's time to begin, now count it in. 5, 6, 7, 8.
My boot scooting baby is driving me crazy. My obsession from a western, my dance for a date, my rodeo Romeo, a cowboy.
I thought we left that behind in the 90s. How about a little bit of, I hate Michael Flatley. Please, play the song.
Yeah, come on. You got a fed, oh 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 you got a fed in me, oh you got a fed in me, yeah. Oh you got a fed in me.
Please, a huge round of applause for the Raggedy Ann dancers. Oh yeah, and me.
Oh, Ken, I've told you before, it's not about you. It's about the action on the water and these magnificent dances. And ladies and gentlemen, did you think they were good dances?
You got a friend.
Oh yeah, they were fantastic, Ken.
Which bit did you like? The girls at the start or my fantastic dance skills at the end?
Actually, my favorite bit is when you turned off the Michael Flatley music.
Yes, well, if that really is dancing, then what Donald Trump is actually calling his hair, it's a joke. Anyway, I think what we need to do now is move along back to the fashion
Well, I
place,
was
but we'll jump it up a little bit.
I was thinking we might hit the adrenaline button, Ken.
Nope, I haven't got any adrenal buttons.
Toys, no glands, I get it. Ken, I think it's time we did get into some jumping. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to see some jumping? Over here, I didn't hear any noise. Over here, do you want to see some jumping? All right, let's bring him in on. Ken, I've got some awesome jumps in store for you now. Some amazing stuff. What do you think?
I think we're going to have some awesome jumps, and there's going to be some amazing stuff.
Right, what we've got first, ladies and gentlemen, two hellies, a double split. Ladies and gentlemen, double heli, double split on the jump ramp right now. Let's make some noise for our first jumpers.
We can mix them, make ya jump, jump. Go back there and make ya jump, jump. Oh, daddy,
All right.
crisscross,
And Ken, we're going to keep things rolling, and in keeping with the toy theme, I think it might be time to play
Isn't there something that you never
Hangman!
Who Wants to Play Hangman?
picking up with that you wanna jump?
Right, so here's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. One toy goes around, one toy goes over. They crisscross in the air. It is incredible. We have a heli, we have a front, and a crisscross. Ladies and gentlemen, the Hangman.
Rapping bull crap is what I'm dumping. Ain't nothing sucked about crisscross. We all at. So when
All right.
they rock, say believe
And Ken,
it.
we're not going to stop there. We've got one more jump.
One more jump, but I got to tell you, I am so pumped right now. This must be what it feels like to be a blow-up doll.
Oh, no, Ken, you've got the wrong holes, and you'd be a letdown anyway. Let's bring the jump in, don't you think?
Let's do this. Here we go, boys and girls, toys of the world. I've got one going forward, I've got one going back, I've got one going round and round. This is the pinwheel.
MAC. Yeah, you know me. I got you jumping and bumping and pumping, moving all around. G in the mix, I'm ready to take a step back. They try to step to the max.
Oh, let's bring him back in, shall we, Ken? Let's bring him in.
I just enjoy myself too much with these outstanding freestyle jumpers. Oh, I'm going off. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's another one. I'm up to 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the double heli, double split.
Let's bring up the second lot.
All right, coming in next, it's the pinwheel over there on the water. Oh, yeah. Come on. And the last but not least, we've got the Flash and we've got Spider-Man, the best toys in the business as they come in. It's the Hangman.
toys of the world, I give you the double heli double split. I give you the hangman. And I give you the pinwheel. These, boys and girls, are the Freestyle jump toys. They've gone. Oh, I love that so much. See you guys. That was unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Woohoo! Oh, they're nearly got. There they go. Thanks, soldiers. And all the ninjas. Unbelievable. Now, what we're going to do, boys and girls, is we're going to calm things down just a little bit. It's time to introduce a little bit of culture. And the best part about this act is that one of my favorites is there. You can guess who? My girlfriend Barbie, exactly right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you cast your eyes over onto the dock, there she is, little Bo Peep. This, boys and girls, is Star Swivel.
I know I'm not enough sometimes. I know that I'm too much sometimes, but you're still in my life.
Oh yeah.
You wanna walk away.
Keep your eye guys over on the left, boys and girls. Here she comes. It is Jessie!
I can feel it in your touch. I used to turn off my phone. I used to never come home. You asked me where have I been.
Oh, this is fantastic. Boys and girls, toys of the world, the moment has arrived. Here she comes. This is Ballet.
You were there for me when I was falling apart, and I let you down and left a mark on your heart. I'll never let go again. I'll never let go again. I'll never let go again. You got healing hands, and I swear.
Oh, I can barely contain myself, but here we go. Little Bo Peep. Jessie, come on, make some noise for the cowgirl.
Trust it seems, promising that I've come clean, but darling, don't give up.
Oh yeah,
If I get drunk,
I want to see her one more time. This, boys and girls, is Barbie.
And said I follow the alarm, say you won't, you won't, you won't, you won't, you won't. Oh yeah, you were there for me when I was
But please, cast your eyes left as she comes on in. Look at this, from Little Bo Peep.
I'll never let go again. I'll never let go again. You got healing hands, and
Ladies and gentlemen, Little Bo Peep.
I'm a better man. You're changing me with the touch of your hand. I'll never let
And a huge round of applause for Jessie.
I'll never let go again. You got healing hands.
And now, the moment Ken has been waiting for. A huge round of applause right now for Barbie! Oh, Barbie, that must have been really tricky out there.
It was really tricky, Ken, but it was lots of fun. Apart from all these costumes I'm wearing.
Well, that's right. You see, I'm such a good seamstress. What I did, I couldn't decide which one to have you wear. So I put them all on you. How about we show ladies and gentlemen here all my incredible outfits. Boys and girls, here she goes. Barbie wearing the one piece to start with. A little bit of pink over silver fleck. Come on, make some noise. Come on, guys. You know what happens now. Woo! Oh, my goodness. This, boys and girls, is what you wear in downtown Huntsville. Guaranteed to have a member of the constabulary stop you and take you away.
My shirt.
Okay, outfit number 3, boys and girls. Oh, this little number is being produced only for wearing in Belgium, ladies and gentlemen. Belgium's the place they like to wear really skimpy outfits. Ho, Belgium. All right, one more. Barbie, here we go. What have we got? This, boys and girls, is the outfit you only want to be wearing somewhere in the USA where it is not going to be -30 very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we have Barbie!
Can.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Potato Head.
Remember, this is a ski show.
Oh, that's right, it is a ski show. Boys and girls, please, big round of applause for Barbie. Oh, thank you, Barbie. I love this. Okay, yes, it's a ski show. What are you here for?
Well, Ken, I think I know the right potato for the job.
Oh, you don't want to have another go, do you?
I sure do, and I bought some supplies.
Well, I tell you what you're going to need. Because your arms are so flimsy, you'll need some tape.
Tape?
Yep.
Come on over here and look in my
Let's
bag.
have a look. We'll find some tape.
See down there? Grab that tape. Yes, the yellow, right down in that other corner there.
Down in this corner here.
Yes.
This tape?
That's the tape.
My goodness. That's the wrong tape.
Come in, boat. The water's too rough. We will continue this skit. Over.
They can't hear you.
Come in, boat. The water is still too rough. We will continue.
They
this
still
skit.
can't hear you.
Oh! Come in, boat! The water is
Mrs. Potato Head, no, please. What you need is something that's sticky, some tape that's sticky and, binding.
Oh, yes, Ken, and I do have something that's binding.
Oh, Mrs. Potato Head, that's a ski binding. You really need to get a handle on things.
Oh, Ken, guess what? I have a handle on things.
My goodness. I cannot believe I am actually about to say this. It's time to get back to the ski show. And now for my favourite part of the ski show, boys and girls. We call it Almost Footing Legends. And now for an Australian-only reference, where's Trevor Marmalade?
Oh, Ken, do you know the difference between jam and marmalade?
No?
You can't marmalade the toys of 50 Shades of Grey in the back of this trunk.
Please, Mrs. Potato Head, just off you go. Thank you very much.
Oops.
Here, take your stuff and go. Boys and girls, before we get thrown out of this competition, what we will do is cast your eyes over to Buzz Lightyear with, boys and girls, the Barefoot Flyer!
Forget that, but I'm over.
Oh, yeah.
I hope she getting better.
There you go, Mrs. Potato Head. We'll just put this over here and cast your eyes now to the kicker, boys and girls, as we get the water all nice and smooth. That there is Little Bo Peep, boys and girls. Little Bo Peep out there looking for her flock. And she's going to do the... Hang on a minute. She's in her wetsuit. She's going to do a flyer backwards. Boys and girls, the barefoot flyer.
Yeah. Shout out to my ex, you're really quite the man. You made my heart break and that made me who I am. Here's to my ex, hey,
boys and girls!
On the way up, I swear you'll never bring me down.
Go off, go sick, go crazy. That was amazing. Another round of applause for Buzz Lightyear. And here we go. Jackie on the kicker! Please, boys and girls, give it up for the great man, Leonardo! Yeah! And over on the dock, tending to her flock, boys and girls, right there is Little Bo Peep. And you did it before, let's do it again. Give it up for Buzz Lightyear!
Oh, Ken, I'm having the best time. Oh, that was so much fun.
I'm just beside myself with excitement.
You are too.
I am.
Ken, I know it's windy, right?
It is. Anyway,
But I have something that's going to blow you away.
Really? It's going to come from which direction?
Probably that direction.
All right, well, I'm going to go up here then.
Well,
Yep.
Ken, I know we're in front of everybody, but where are you going?
Well, if you're going to blow me away, I'm going to find myself a seat and be comfortable for it.
Oh, I see. You're worried about being literally blown away.
Oh, that's what you said you were going to do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've got something incredible here. You know the musical toy box? Well, we've cranked the girls up to
I like
11,
them.
and here they come now, all synchronized in pink. It's our toy box dolls. Oh, they are beautiful. Just like the pool up there, absolutely beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, now down on your right-hand side, dressed in blue, our next box of toy box dancers.
Take a seat, right over there, sat on the stairs, stay or leave. The cabinets are bare, and I'm
they look
aware of
amazing.
just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive. I know we meant all good intentions. So pull me closer. Why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over? I can't just let you go. Oh, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been great, right? We're having an awesome time. Who wants to see him again? Yeah! I knew you'd love it, Ken. Down here on your right-hand side, the ladies in pink making their way back in the course. Please make a whole lot of noise and go absolutely crazy for our toy box dancers.
Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle. Oh, take a step
Fantastic stuff.
back for a minute.
And ladies and gentlemen, one more time, up on your left-hand side, in blue, the three of them, it's the toy box
Do
dancers.
this mess, got so aggressive. I know we meant all good intentions. So pull me closer. Why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over?
right.
I can't just let you go.
You know what? I think we need to bring him back. Ken, where's Ken gone?
Why don't you just meet
Oh, Ken's up in the crowd having a dance. He's found a partner in crime. I'll give you the hot tip. Don't let the fake tan rub off. All right, here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you supported them on the water. Let's support them on the stage as well. Make some noise as they ski on up. Show your appreciation for our toy box dancers in pink.
regardless of my objection. And it's not about my pride. I need you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our toy box dancers.
Oh, baby.
Okay, and they're making their way in now too. The ladies in blue, keep your eye out on them.
pretty.
Ladies and gentlemen, our toy box dancers.
So why don't you just
And now just for you, Ken, ladies and gentlemen, our synchronized swivel act. Yeah! Great stuff. Wow, this is great, isn't it, Ken? Ken, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm having the best fun up here with Sierra. Do you know that Sierra is really uncomfortable when a toy like Ken invades her personal space?
Well, Ken, you can't sit on her shoulder.
Well, can I dance on a lap?
You can't dance on her lap, that's for sure, Ken.
Well, what can I do?
You could check in with the guys from Florida. You seem to say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls a lot.
This one's for Florida. Hey, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, how about I introduce the next act?
That sounds good. That sounds like a great idea.
Well, I've got to come down there if I'm going to do that, but I'll do it on the way because, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Florida, over there on the dock, here we come, strap doubles with Woody and Jesse.
And you're getting used to no one else being around. Oh, I'll be there.
And I'm not finished, because what I've got coming off the dock right now,
I'm gonna come
Superman and Little Bo Peep.
I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, I'll be there for you. I'll be there, yeah, I'll be there for you. Oh, I say, yeah, I got enough love for two.
So much fun. Hey, and I'm not finished step because everybody look over here to your left. Here comes the strap. Doubles line.
And the drink don't work the same. You're alone with yourself and there's no one else to blame. When you still can't feel the rhythm of your heart, and you see your spirit fading in the dark.
Oh, I cannot wait for them all to come back because we get to see them all one more time. First up, the best of the best. Please, a huge round of applause as they slide on through. I give you the unbelievable Woody and Jesse! And now, he's been stuck in the toy box since 2016 Worlds. Superman, he's out, and he's got Little Bo Peep. All those toys, it's okay. Mattel made us all waterproof. Woo-hoo. So we're going to bring a whole bunch of toys back here, and we all know what to do. This is the bit where you actually get to clap. You can clap now. Boys and girls, please, a round of applause for Bobby and Jesse. Girls, Bobby, sorry, Woody, Jesse! And on their way back in right now, boys and girls, this incredible, dynamic Superman and Little Bo Peep.
When it's Friday night and the drink don't work the same.
And let's get these two up on the stage. We'll give them a round of applause anyway. Give it up for Raphael and Spider-Man. But more importantly, give it up for the toys in the water, boys and girls. Big round of applause. This is the strap doubles line. Woo! Oh, here's an opportunity you don't miss. Oh, yeah. And look at this, the youngest little toy. Oh. Okay. Time for Ken to take a breath. Oh. Somebody's left me a note. What's this all about? All right. A semi-quaver, not quite a note. Is that a semi-quaver? Who did music? I have no ideas. Anyway, it's a note. It's from Buzz Lightyear to Ken. Hi, Ken. Can you please never mention ladies and gentlemen again? The team in Florida are beside themselves drunk because their drinking game involves getting smashed every time that fool on stage says, ladies and gentlemen.
We gonna ride till we fall.
Not sure I'm happy with that. Anyway, boys and girls, what it really means is that it's time for Buzz Lightyear to show us all how an amazing he is to step off a ski. And he won't be very far away. Where is Buzz Lightyear? I've lost it. Has anyone seen Buzz for a while? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he won't be. Oh, here's another opportunity. We get a high five here. Hey, Raffaello! How you going? You good? Unbelievable. Hang on. There's a camera here. I need to smile. Here he comes, boys and girls. Buzz Lightyear with a really cool way to step off a ski. Woo! That, boys and girls, is unbelievable. Unbelievable! Hey, look who we've got here. Michelangelo. Who would have thought a painting from the Renaissance? So, boys and girls, now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the trickiest trickster I know. Now this little soldier, his biggest trick is living off his parents whilst he travels the world chasing his dream. Boys and girls to the right, give it up for the trickiest trickster in the toy box. Come on, make some noise!
We're gonna rise.
Oh yeah! Woohoo! Oh, how amazing! And boys and girls, now what we're going to bring in is some more tricks, but we're going to do them sitting down, boys and girls. And if you cast your eyes just behind the dock, right there, we're going to bring in the great man Woody on his bucking bronco sky ski.
They know it all. No, they don't speak our language. They say we're too savage. Yeah, no, we don't give a.
Oh yeah! Come on, make some noise for Woody! And here goes my tricky trickster from the left. One more time!
They say we're too savage.
Yeah! Oh! There's some really good genetics in that boy, I gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, but we are not finished, ladies and gentlemen. Here, from your right-hand side, let's have a look at Woody one more time. Boom! Oh yeah! Come on, make some noise! Oh yeah, that's big! Incredible! Let's bring the tricky trickster back up on the stage. There he is, boys and girls. Give it up for the tricky trickster soldier. I just love the way he does that. And now, boys and girls, make some really big noise for Woody. Oh, he's good. Love them tunes.
Hey, Ken.
Oh, hi, Buzz. Look who it is. Oh, it's Mrs. Potato Head's back.
Yeah, Mrs. Potato Head's back, and you know what? She wants to go for another try.
Yeah, please let me ski, Ken.
I'm not at all sure that's very wise.
Look, I've got Woody's bag.
Oh, look, let's look in Woody's bag. What's in Woody's bag? She might have tape in here. But what's this? Oh, no, hang on. What are these for?
What are you doing with Woody's balls?
I'm not entirely sure, Ken. What else is in this bag? What's this?
Why does Woody need a sailor's hat?
Yeah, we got Army Man. Go find a different hat.
Oh, this is for the men at sea. I get it.
Oh, that was close.
All right, what's this? Oh, it's tape. We've got tape, Ken. We can tape her arms on. Wrapping her up in tape. Yeah, wrapping her up.
Uh-oh, drop the tape. Make sure you tape her up really well. Tell you what,
If I've learned anything about arts and crafts, that'll do.
Just let me take your hat, because you don't want to be losing your hat, okay?
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. Now, Mrs. Potato Head, make sure you hang on nice and tight, right? Don't let go. Your arms are taped on. You should be all good.
Oh, hey, Buzz! She's forgotten the skis!
Uh-oh.
Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato.
Oh, yes, it's potato! And we saw exactly what she had for lunch.
Oh, you know.
Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti.
That's not fun at all.
Oh, Mrs. Potato Head!
All right, Ken, here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to make a bit of video mashup.
Oh, that's really good humor there. Not really appealing, though, was it?
Oh, good, more potato jokes. That joke was a bit of a spud there, Ken.
Oh, but I'm just trying to wedge them on in there. But at least you don't have a chip on your shoulder.
Oh, good one, Ken. But before they become half-baked, I think it's time we got stuck into the next jump back. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to see some jumping?
Well, let me call this one in for you.
I think it's best if I do it, Ken. Ladies and gentlemen, what we've got on the water right now is a very impressive jump back put together just for all the toys in the world. Jump number one, the very impressive. It's the 4-man Halley. That's right, jump ramp built for one. 4-man spinning 360 degrees. Make some noise for the 4-man Halley.
I never knew anybody until I knew you.
Woohoo! Bit of a hole that. Woody is so good out there.
Hey, I tell you what, Ken, let's find out who's having the best time here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're having the best time, now's the time to cheer really loudly on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, just you on your own. You didn't cheer at all. Are you having the best time? Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
I've got a little go here. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, this dude's having the best time. What's your name? Are you from Moose Coca? He's from Moose Coca, ladies and gentlemen. What about a big round of applause for Charlie? All right, keep him going. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for jump number 2. It's a double front with a Halley in the middle. Make some noise for the double front. Halley! Oh! Yeah!
Unbelievable.
We're going to bring the first jump back in on stage. What do you say, Ken?
Then we'll get them in, we'll line them up right here, and then all of these amazing ladies and gentlemen will go off, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, huge round of applause for Woody and Soldier! Now, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to call it. Can you just remind me what the next jump is?
The jump is it's a 3-man front flap.
Oh, right. Now, I need to build the excitement, boys and girls, and we need a ripple. No, we don't. We need a crescendo. Who would have thought a toy like Ken knew the word like ripple? Boys and girls, here they come. We have from your right-hand side, this, ladies and gentlemen, is a 3-man front. Come on, make some noise.
Give a brother room. The fuse is lit and I'm about to go boom. Mercy, mercy.
Oh, boys and girls.
On stage, I'm free.
So good. Oh, I love these freestyle jump toys. They're the ones who sit around in the toy box looking at their muscles. They just think they're so good. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick them up and we're going to bring them on back in. And that's the opportunity where, tell you what. Now, excuse me, I allowed you to clap earlier, but I needed you to point and just live. What are you, hard of hearing? Oh, she's a teenager, apparently. Oh, I'm on I got that one, I'll tell you what. Yeah. Should have seen old Ken when he was a teenager. He didn't have near as many wrinkles then, I got to tell you. Here they come, boys and girls! Give it up! Please give it up for our 3-man jump team! Woo! Oh yeah! I love your business, boys. Time to take a breath, ladies and gentlemen, because Ken is just about cooked. All right, here we go. Where's the Sarge? Sarge has gone walkabout.
Attention! Oh, I'm not coming out on that stage until we've done one more jump.
Oh, get yourself out of here. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've seen her on 2 skis. Would you want to see a jumper on a 1 ski? Apparently not. Look, this is really quite simple. You're all toys. You're meant to be out of your... You're not human. You don't have to be shy or anything like that. So, who would like to see a 1 ski jumper? Unbelievable. Well, I've got an Italian fella who reckons he's pretty good at this caper. I'm going to bring him out right now. He's usually a bit slow because he's a turtle. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Leonardo, the ninja, on the 1 ski. All right.
Attention!
Whoa. Hey, it's the Sarge.
What did you call me, boy?
Sarge.
You ever served in an infantry unit?
No, sir.
Ever served in a forward area?
No, sir.
Ever put another toy's life in your hands or his in yours? We follow orders, son, or people die. It's that simple. Are we clear?
What is this, a few good men?
Are we clear?
Crystal.
You want answers?
I'd like to know what's going on. I think I'm entitled to it.
You want answers?
I just want to get back to the ski show, and here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from your right-hand side, he's doing another lap.
I asked if you wanted answers.
And I did say that I thought I was entitled to answers.
You want answers?
Yep, I think I'm entitled to it. No, I want to get back to the ski show, tell you the truth.
You can't handle the truth! Son, we live in a world that has walls that need to be guarded by toys with guns. Who's gonna do it? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a responsibility greater than you can possibly fathom. You wait for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. That Santiago's death while trying to publicly save lives. And my existence while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, save lives. You don't know those deep down places you don't like to talk about at parties. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like code, honor, loyalty. We use these words as a punchline to back when we're defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a toy that rises and falls on the very banners which I provide, and no question banners which I provide them. I'd appreciate it if you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand post. Either way, I don't give a damn about what you think you're entitled to.
That's a little bit more, Demi, more than we asked for, so I think you should Tom Cruise it out of here, Sarge, because I've had Jack Nicholson to you. That's the last time we'll ever hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sarge! Remember we had Leonardo out there? We kind of forgot. But here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Leonardo right now on the one ski.
I'm coming home tonight. I know you're ready for the stars to fly into the morning. Oh my God, my town.
Oh, I said he was good. Oh, he is the top turtle, boys and girls. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to just say thank you to a few people.
Ken, I missed getting to the pyramid. What did I miss? I don't know what happened.
Well, it certainly wasn't that costume change, followed by a really long drawn-out speech, followed by another costume change, but then it was unbelievable.
What happened?
This Italian dude came out, and he's wearing all green, and I thought, mate, that's a shocking colour for you. It doesn't suit your eyes at all. But then he went over the jump on a one-ski!
Wow, Ken, that sounds incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, the one-ski jumper! Oh, this is insane. You know what? That pyramid's got to be making its way to course soon, Ken, so before we finish, maybe you could thank a few people.
I'd like to thank a few people. First, I'd like to thank the guys from Lake Bay Marina. Feel the love, ladies and gentlemen. They have looked after us amazingly whilst we've been here. I would like to thank all the judges, all the officials, all the volunteers. Deerhurst Resort, you have been incredible. I'd also like to thank the audience, boys and girls. You're amazing. Please cast your eyes to the left-hand side, because here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe this. Oh, they're all together. The Toy Story Pyramid!
Y'all were heard you need a friend. What's going on? I got time for you, that's why I'm playing this song. Didn't know me, but in you all along. It will be time for Melbourne to run into Hong Kong. Ain't wrong, so you know be set. Wherever in the world, we can always connect. The person that shows you know what to expect. We gon' get more tigers.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ain't the coolest.
Wow!
Ain't the most impressive. Ain't the fast. Ain't the tightest or the brightest.
Well, they're down the far end. Ladies and gentlemen, what about a huge round of applause for the people working tirelessly, our judges! And of course, ladies and gentlemen, what about a huge round of applause for our boat drivers? We've got Brutus Ryan, Craig Stephen, and of course, Kyle Hicks. Now let's bring out the rest of the show team, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring them on stage and show them off for you right now. We've got the rest of the Toy Story show team.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whilst we're waiting, huge round of applause for Mr. Peter O'Neill.
And while we're doing it, ladies and gentlemen, what about Dave Ryan? Oh, look, our Ninja Turtle's back.
Here we go, another huge round of applause for our one-ski jumper, Leonardo!
Woo! Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've used about 15 of them. What about a round of applause for all the people sitting in the boats, including the pickup boat and our observers? There's heaps of them. Round of applause!
And let's not forget him, stuck over there on the sound at the moment. Give it up for our sound crew!
All right, let's bring in this pyramid, Mr. Ken.
Come on, make some noise! They're here! All the toys! Finally, I've got them all in the one place! Boys and girls, please, and a humongous round of applause for the Toy Story Pyramid! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are Team Australia! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Hey, it's Bonnie! Drop!
Just tell me you love me like I love you. You know you do. When we're together, gray skies clear up. And
Hey everybody, if you're just joining us, shame on you, because Team Australia, what a performance they had in some very brutal conditions. You know, the weather is great, upper 50s, but the wind has made it tough for all 6 teams yesterday, 5 so far today. Hi, I'm Mark Jackson. Thanks so much for joining us at the 2018 World Show Ski Championships from Huntsville, Ontario, Canada, presented by Visit Central Florida. Well, Team Australia, they were 163 points behind Team USA's score yesterday. Remember, it's the best score of both days. So, was it good enough to surpass the US? Well, I did talk to the US team about 20 minutes ago and asked them if they were going to turn their team loose and let them just do what they wanted to do. The answer was a resounding no. We do not know where Team Australia is going to end up after this show. They're only 163 points back. They can make that up in a heartbeat. We have to ski our show. We're going to be a little bit more conservative, but concentrate on standing up. They had a couple of falls yesterday. Could mean the difference between, 1,700 and the 35 that they scored yesterday. But was Team Australia's score today, performance today, enough to overtake the Americans? We're going to find out very shortly. In fact, we have some of the stars of Team Australia coming in. We might need a translator, even though they speak English. They do have a heavy Australian accent. Always a delight to interview them, so we'll be waiting on them. The theme of their show this year was Toy Story. Heavily themed. Sometimes the judges really get into that. Frequently, they do not. It's all about execution, the flow, degree of difficulty, and spectator appeal all revolve around one thing: and that is execution. Well, today's water conditions, yesterday's as well, made it extremely difficult for them. We did see the Chinese a little bit earlier today adapt to the water conditions as well as any team I've ever seen adapt. Now, these are the roughest water conditions that have ever existed in World Show Ski Championship history. And some of the teams have adapted well, others have not. A lot of it has to do with experience, and that means experience not only time on the water, but experience in rough conditions. Well, they started out, they're back barefoot. Aussies have always been known for solid barefooting, and going all the way back to Brett Wing and some of my competitors back a few years ago on the Pro Tour, but very, very strong. Swivel is fantastic, some great jumping out there. Without further ado, we're going to bring in some of the Aussies that in their costumes. Okay, now we're going to back you up just a little bit here, and you're going to crowd over. Yeah, there you go. We've got to get the good look.
We're not wet. It's fine.
You're not saying about needing a translator here? Okay, we're going to do this old water skier drill. You're going to introduce yourself and then tell me and tell our audience what you did in the show. All right, smiley face.
My name's Natasha, and in the show I did prefab pyramid, the ballet act, the doubles act, and the big pyramid at the end.
I was impressed with the big pyramid. I was impressed with the prefab, the whole thing. I mean, how tough was it out there in the water today?
It was pretty rough. Not as tough for me as it was for the boys, though.
Oh, you hear that, guys? Well, it was a great performance for all the ladies out there, and I think that the audience certainly appreciated it. They were on their feet many, many times, and you guys put on a very entertaining show. Heavy theme, but you still had world-class talent out there.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, here we go.
So my name's Brett Sands. I did a lot of the barefooting out there, and I was on stage for a little bit as well.
Brett, is your first name similar to an old competitor of mine, an old friend of mine by the name of Brett Wing.
Well, I learned a lot of my stuff off Brett Wing. He's one of the best in the business. He was right up there at the top there, and yeah, great guy.
Yeah, he was. He was a great of course, the world champion barefooter, but he was also a great show skier, a great distance jumper, and I remember competing, and you never knew what he was going to come up with because, he is so talented. He's one of the most gifted athletes that I think I've ever been around. But, Brett, the water conditions, I've keep talking about that, but it was the main factor today. How about for you?
No, it was super rough out there. It was really rolly, and we had to change a few things on the fly, but I think we got there in the end, and, we're just really happy the show was right up, so it was good.
Yeah, it really was. And you guys really pulled through it. I think, a number of people I talked to said that they felt today's show was better than yesterday's, which means that puts pressure on the Americans.
Look, we like to put pressure on the Americans, especially if they're laying down and we can get the knee right into the back and just hold them down there and make sure it hurts a bit. And then they're going to have trouble out there on the water, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, sometimes they need a good flogging, right?
Yeah, correct, mate. That's
okay,
exactly right.
Correct, mate. Yeah, I'm learning this Aussie talk, right? Okay, we're gonna play skier rotation here. Okay, Donatello, what's your real name and what'd you do in the show?
Ash Milner. I did a bit of ski jumping, bit of sky skiing, was in the pyramid, did doubles with this young lady, and yeah, I think that was about it.
She didn't tell me she did doubles. At least I don't remember it. Of course, dementia is a horrible thing,
It is. It'll get you.
Okay, when you're up there in doubles, you got a strong wind blowing out there, especially when you get on, out towards the jump and stuff. Did it make any difference with your adagio doubles act?
Yeah, it did. You feel like a bit of a sail out there, but you just got to work with the conditions. Everyone's getting the same thing, so just do what you can.
Jumping as well, correct?
Yeah, jumping, yeah. Jumping was hard.
Well, the jumping, we've always talked a lot about. There's certain maneuvers that I always like to do with a pretty strong headwind. You have a headwind with one ski, it floats your landing a little bit better, at least on front flips. But the fact of the matter is it can play havoc, and then as you watch some of the jumpers, the windier it is, the more inexperienced skiers get their shoulders ahead of themselves, and it causes problems on the jump. How did you handle it today?
Yeah, that's dead right. I think I handled it all right. I made one and missed one, so 50-50.
Wow. In these conditions, 50-50 is a winner in my book. Overall.
Hey?
Oh, okay. Well, a little discussion. Overall, was it good enough to catch the Americans?
Oh, we'll see. Hopefully we get up there, but the Americans are very good, so they'll handle these conditions well.
Well, you're only 163 points back, on the show today. Like I said, I think it was a better show today than it was yesterday, so they're a little bit nervous.
Oh, that's good to make them nervous.
Yeah, that's what Brett said. He said you put that knee right in the middle of their back. But you know, they are pros. They're some great folks, and certainly we wish them all the best and safety as well. So congratulations, you guys. I really enjoy watching your show. It was a lot of fun. You know, the theme was just really, really strong. So thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you real soon. Of course, the award ceremony tonight.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, you guys. Thank you. All right, everybody. That wraps up Team Australia 2018. What a great group of skiers. And, you know, one of the things that I really enjoy about at least being here is watching the camaraderie between the teams. They're all rooting for one another. I mean, they're fierce competitors. Call it co-opetition if you want. But the fact of the matter is, you know, it's a very wholesome, great family environment. That's the heart of show skiing. And we're able to talk with the new president of IWWF, Antonio Priega, and you know, he's optimistic that show skiing is going to lead the way when it comes to being the show, I should say, or the face of water skiing, because it is so entertaining and you get to see virtually every sports discipline in the sport of water sports right here. And this is the 2018 World Show Ski Championships presented by Visit Central Florida. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back with a little preview on what Team USA has in store. The pressure is on from the Aussies. Can they do it? We're going to find out in just a little bit. Stay with us.
Florida is full of fun, and we are in the middle of everywhere. My brother and I love the roller coasters and water ski show at Legoland Florida Resort. And there are tons of cool animals to see in Central Florida. We love to hang out on Winter Haven's chain of lakes. My dad enjoys playing golf, and Mom loves all the parks and trails. You can fly into Tampa or Orlando and stay in the middle of everywhere. With an easy drive to all Central Florida attractions, the Gulf, and Atlantic beaches, the fun never stops. I even got an autograph from one of the Detroit Tigers in Lakeland. Central Florida is such a great place to have fun and find new adventures. So if you'd like to learn more about Central Florida, ask your parents to go to visitcentralflorida.org. How do you make everyone happy? Choose everything.